one and all, to Season 2, Episode 1 of Frostbytes, a gaming podcast. Hi, Spencer.
Hi, Cassie.
How's it going?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good.
We're back.
We're back. It's 2025.
Oh, wow.
It's been a few months.
Yeah.
We did our 1-year anniversary and then took an unexpected hiatus for a couple months. But we're back.
We're so back.
And we're so excited to be here to yap.
I missed yapping about video games so much.
Me too.
That was my favorite thing. And you know, when you don't do something for a while, there's this hole in your soul, right? I had a Cassie-shaped hole in my soul.
That's so cute.
And also a Frostbytes-shaped hole in my soul. But it's good to be back.
It is. It's very good. Very good to be back. Thanks for coming over and doing this with me. And
of course.
Yapping.
Yeah. But you had a lot the last few months.
I did.
Do you want to walk us through?
Sure. Yeah. So the last couple of months since our last episode was filled with a lot of live music, which was awesome. I had a lot of gigs with, I think I played with 8 different artists in a span of a month.
That's unreal.
Yeah. Pretty wild. So I played a show with Kids Who Didn't Sleep at the end of October. It was a Halloween show. We dressed up as Pokemon.
Who were you?
I was actually Ash Ketchum. Yeah. And the rest of the guys were the starter, like the OG starters.
Nice.
Which was a lot of fun. I convinced them to wear costumes with little backpacks and stuff. It was very, very cute. And then after that was Nova Scotia Music Week, and I played with I played 7 sets that weekend. You were there as well.
I was there.
Yep. Good times.
Yep.
That was a fun weekend. And then right after that, I flew to Victoria, BC, and played a show with Rhea May, and then came home, played a show with an artist from Toronto in Dartmouth, and then flew to Sweden and went to Sweden.
Super chill.
Yeah.
Just part of the regular week for Cassie.
Yep. Just had to go get some Swedish meatballs.
Direct from the source.
Exactly. It was great. It was a very quick trip. It was like 24 hours of travel there, 24 hours back. And we were there for like 3 days, but the show went really well and we had a lot of fun. It was cool to experience a new place. I love how that music brings me around the world. So that was really nice.
Can you give me a highlight from Sweden?
Okay. Highlight from Sweden. We went to this Christmas themed amusement park called Liseberg.
Okay.
And it was huge. And like, this was like end of November. I think I got home from Sweden December 1st.
Okay.
So this was, like end of November, starting to get Christmassy, but I wasn't quite in the Christmas spirit yet. Okay. And then we walked into this place and it was playing like really nice Christmas music, not like annoying Christmas music.
Yeah.
And like they had all this fake snow everywhere and there was like giant, like 9-foot tall nutcrackers, and it was like very magical. And that really like got me into the spirit for Christmas, and I loved that. I also won a giant chocolate bar. Have to mention that.
How giant are we talking?
It was like, you can't see my other arm. This big. It was quite large. Yeah, it was probably like 3 or 4 feet long. And inside of it was like 50 tiny chocolate bars. Can we put normal size chocolate bars?
You sent me a picture of you holding the chocolate bar.
Yes.
Can we put it in the YouTube video for this episode?
Yes, please do.
Excellent. Okay. So if you're just listening to the podcast, you're currently missing out on a very excellent picture of Cassie holding a giant chocolate bar.
I didn't remember that I sent that to you.
Yeah. You sent it to me while you were still there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good.
Like no context.
Just sent that to you.
Yeah,
cool. I don't remember that at all.
Sweden's great. My I figured this would be the case, but this confirms it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, good times. What about you? What have you been up to?
Well, played Music Week.
Mhm.
You and I played together with Burry,
Yep.
and that was a great show.
Super great show.
And we played again with Burry later that evening. We
Yep.
played the late stage,
Mhm.
and that was really fun.
I got ice cream before we went on stage, which was
Oh
fun.
yeah, I forgot about the food truck was
The
outside.
food truck outside.
My band Sunday Girl put out a new single in
It
December.
sounds great.
Thank you so much. It's called Look Back. Check it out. And Burry also put out a new single.
Yes.
Like the other day.
Yeah. So actually, since our last stream, there's 2 singles that have come out. One came out in November,
yeah.
and one came out in the beginning of January.
Mhm.
So definitely check those out. If wherever you listen to music, Burry released Our Home in November and I Don't Miss You
Mhm.
in January. And I produced both of those
You produced.
songs. I'm producing their whole album.
Yeah.
So and played on it.
Mhm.
Played bass and all the keys and
Mhm.
stuff. And sang backups and
Mhm.
I'm all over it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're doing all the things.
Doing all the things.
You're a jack of all trades.
Yep.
And then Requestathon started.
Yes.
Beginning of December. So 11 games in December. That was a lot of fun. And then just this past week, played 4 more. Did your request actually Thursday night? Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. That was a lot of fun. So there are, we've done 15 games so far, 13 more to go through January. There's 28 games total this year. And I think last year I played 19.
Okay.
So it's cool that there's been like a little bit of growth.
A lot more. Yeah, that's cool.
Even though this year, going into it, I was like, I want to keep it smaller. And then it got bigger. But that's fine because like the playing the games is really fun. I really like the variety of it.
Yeah.
You know, like not as much as I love Pokemon, it is nice to take a break from it and play a bunch of other shit in a really short amount of time.
So I guess for those who don't know what Requestathon is, can you give a bit of a description?
Yep.
Just so the people who are listening and watching that have not
Heard of it before?
Of Requestathon
Yeah.
know what the deal is?
Yeah. I take requests from viewers in chat, and I play their game for one stream. I try to aim for like a minimum of 3 hours, but if I like the game, I'll usually go for a little bit longer. And it's been a lot of fun. The only rules really for requests are no Pokemon and nothing that'll get me banned on Twitch.
Cool. Great. And then the other 10 months of the year you're playing.
The other 10 months of the year is
Pokemon.
predominantly Pokemon. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So I am actually, as much as I do like Requestathon, I am really looking forward to February to play more Pokemon Emerald.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
But yeah, it's been great.
Nice. That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's good stuff. Speaking of Pokemon Emerald, I played that a lot this past year. I guess it's never really finished, but I finished the main story.
Right. You rolled credits.
Yes.
Yes.
I rolled credits on Pokemon Emerald, which was really fun.
Mhm.
And I would say that was probably one of my top games of the year.
Mhm.
Even though, it's a game from 2003.
Right.
But it's a good one. It's a good one.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you spent your time doing in 2024.
Yeah. It's, besides that, some other games. I mean, I started playing Ocarina of Time.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big thing that I was streaming in September. And that was a lot of fun. And yeah, there's just it's fun to get into games that are older, but still new to me,
Yeah. Yeah. The first time that you play something,
Yeah.
the first time you're experiencing it.
Exactly.
Yeah, totally.
Exactly.
And you're continuing Ocarina, right?
I am, yeah.
Live on Twitch?
I start streaming again next Sunday.
Cool.
With Ocarina of Time.
Mhm.
So that's January 19th?
19th. Yeah.
I'm have to do math
That's just, what's
for
12,
a sec.
12 plus 7?
Yep. But yeah, besides that, 2024, I don't know. It's over now and it feels like it was a blur.
Mm-hmm.
And December, I don't even know what happened in December, but I got through it. We're here.
Yeah.
We're here on the other side of it.
Yeah.
I watched the very tail end of the Game Awards when that happened.
Okay.
I got to see some previews of some new games,
Mhm.
which was very exciting. I'm
Mhm.
excited for some new stuff that's coming out. But yeah, that's all I can remember about the last year and the last little bit.
Yeah. I mean, since last we recorded, there's been some, I don't know, news, I guess. I guess the big one regarding the Game Awards is that Astrobot won the coveted Game of the Year
Yep.
award. It's like the Game of the Year.
Did you see that coming?
I thought, honestly, that either the Elden Ring DLC was going to get it, or the Final Fantasy VII remake was going to get it, just because I figured that they wanted to give it to maybe more of a serious game. Elden Ring is such like it's arguably the greatest game of all time, and so I figured like even if the DLC as not a standalone thing, just because Elden Ring is in the title, I figured that's why it was in the category to begin with, is because it was probably going to win.
Yeah.
But I stood corrected. Similar thinking, I guess, with Final Fantasy VII is I figured Final Fantasy VII is in the title. That is one of the most beloved RPGs of all time.
Yeah.
Right? And so just based on the legacy alone, I figured Final Fantasy VII could also win. And I figured Astrobot maybe had a shot. I was obviously like rooting for Balatro, my baby, my new baby. But I figured that was a long shot. But then I was pleasantly surprised actually when they did in fact give it to Astrobot, because that is like, that game is just distilled fun. Every moment is so like whimsical and like joyous, and like the game is very colorful and vibrant. And it, as much like the main criticism of that game, I think, is that it's a big commercial for PlayStation.
Of course.
And like, yeah, but the game itself is really fun to play.
Even if you reskin all the characters and every like collectible item and stuff,
yeah,
it's still a fun game.
Yeah. So I don't know that you can like take away from the game because of that. It's probably a necessary evil for Sony to have made that game a little bit more of a billboard for their franchises, I guess. But the game itself, I don't know, like, it's really cool. And I played a little bit of it at my friend's house because he was like, try this for like 20 minutes, and it was awesome. And it's the first game that's come out for PlayStation 5 that's made me want to get a PlayStation 5.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. No disrespect to Spider-Man, but
No,
like,
fair. I understand.
Yeah, Astrobot just looks like one of the better 3D Marios.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it controls really well. But it's just like the moments in that game are just like pure fun, and like fun for fun's sake, which not enough games are doing, I think.
No, they're not.
So I was pleasantly surprised that it won.
That game has been on my wish list for a while. I have yet to play it, but I did play Astro's Playroom.
Yeah.
Which came on the PS5 when it was launched.
Right.
And that was so much fun. I loved playing that game, so I assumed that Astrobot would just be better.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's like more of the same, but also improved, and obviously at a bigger scope. Yeah.
Sweet.
And one of the best parts of Astrobot is that it made Ape Escape relevant again. And so now my cope for an Ape Escape remake or remaster is through the roof.
Well, there you go. There you go. So I guess, what other big gaming news kind of happened in 2024? Like, let's kind of recap what else went on the past year in terms of gaming.
Oh my God. Pal World killed Pokemon. Pokemon's dead. No one plays Pokemon anymore. Pal World killed it.
Alternative universe.
Yeah. I mean, that was one of the first things of the year that seemed, I don't know, to be like viral. You know what I mean? And obviously not the case. However, I think Pal World is actually establishing itself as enough of a different thing. I think initially Pokemon with guns to get people through the door made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But once people tried it, the people who liked it and decided to stay with it, I think found a game that they really liked.
Yeah.
And they're adding to it. They're doing a crossover with Terraria.
Oh, whoa.
Right?
That's cool.
So
I didn't know about that.
I'm actually happy for the Pal World people.
Nice.
I still haven't tried it, and I don't know that I will.
Right.
But again, I'm glad that game is becoming more of its own thing.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, they did also get a cease and desist from
Yeah, no,
Nintendo,
that happened.
so-
That happened later in 2024, didn't
yeah,
it?
it did, but it
I
did
forgot
happen.
about that.
Yeah. Oh yes, another thing that happened was Insomniac Games got hacked,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a lot of leaks.
Mm-hmm. Game
which-
Freak too. Game Freak had a giant leak.
Game Freak also had a giant leak. The
Mhm.
hackers be hacking.
Mm-hmm.
So that's unfortunate news that happened in the gaming industry this year. Hate to see it, but also I am very nosy, so I love to I love to know stuff. There's also lots of Switch 2 leaks as well, which we will touch on.
Yeah, we're gonna
later.
get to that.
Or we'll dive into that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think what else happened in 2024. I know, like at the start of the year, I was like, I'm not gonna buy new games.
Yeah,
And-
how'd you do with that?
Pretty good,
Yeah.
actually. The only games that I bought new on release were Echoes of Wisdom
Mm-hmm.
and
And that's a Zelda, so like that tracks.
exactly, and Thousand Year Door.
Nice.
I think those are the only ones I bought on release.
Nice.
Honestly, I don't think there's a whole lot of games that came out
Mhm.
in 2024 that I was super interested in, so it
Yeah.
kind of made it easier.
2024 felt like maybe less of a big year for like AAA
Mhm.
and maybe more of a year for indie games to
Which is great.
flourish.
Yep.
Enter Balatro, my beloved.
Yep.
So it was like it was extremely cool that Balatro was in so many categories at the Game Awards.
Mhm.
Again, including Game of the Year. I think even getting that nomination is such a triumph. And the developer Local Funk did a really cool thing on the Balatro Reddit where he made a post and he was like, "Hey, it's really cool that we've been nominated for Game of the Year," but he was like, "I feel like I'm just currently the face of the indie scene at large."
Mhm.
And he shouted out a whole bunch of other indies that came out
that's
this year
awesome.
in that post, and he was like, "Balatro is he was like, I'm really proud of it, and I'm really proud of everything that it's achieved and is still achieving. But here are a bunch of other games that I've enjoyed, and that I think if you like my game, you will also love these."
Nice.
And it's just nice that Local Funk is kind of sharing the wealth, as it were.
We love seeing,
Yeah,
people supporting each other.
absolutely.
It's a good time.
Yeah,
It's a good time.
and there were another indie that came out that I loved was Animal Well.
Mhm.
I had a blast with that game.
Nice.
I've hit a point, so I rolled credits
Nice.
with that one.
Congrats.
Thank you. And then now there's so much more to do in that game, but I feel like I'm not smart enough to keep playing it.
Me with like every game.
Well, there's some collectibles and stuff, and some items that you can get that like through the main story that like everything seems relatively attainable, and there's a map that you can fill out and stuff and explore. And I've hit a point where I really got to like figure some shit out. Like I got to solve some puzzles or
Ooh.
something. And I have no idea where to start with that. But I don't want to look anything up
Yeah,
yet. So I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to that one and try to like really spend some time with it to like explore and stuff like that. But yeah, I think early when that game released, there was a community of people who were like solving it together in real time,
Oh,
because there
cool.
is an aspect of that game where you kind of need to know there's like information in your game that is different from my game.
Oh, whoa.
And you need to you need to combine your information together to solve a thing,
That's pretty cool.
which is nuts.
Yeah.
I never got anywhere near that, but I've heard stories of like communities of people doing that together in Animal Well and like having the best time of their lives.
That's awesome.
Like as a community puzzle solving
Sweet.
thing. So I missed out on that experience a little bit, but it's cool that that game allowed that experience to happen.
Exactly.
You know?
Yep. 100%.
But even just the main story, like up to when you roll credits, is just a really solid game.
Great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Big recommend.
Well, that was a big one
Mhm.
for you.
Totally.
Sweet. That's good that indie games are getting their love. I wish I had more time to play indie games because I feel like I have, like, the reason why I stopped buying new games was because my backlog was huge. And a lot of it is like AAA games. But I wish I had more time to like discover and learn more about other indie games, because that's where it all starts, you know? It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Sweet.
You had some other games in 2024?
Oh yeah, so like some of my favorite games that I played this year, I guess Stray is kind of an indie game. It like was maybe, but then did PlayStation buy Annapurna? I can't remember. I don't know. I don't know enough information, but I played Stray and it was very good. That's probably like the only game I've rolled credits on this year.
Nice.
Oh, and Emerald. Besides Emerald,
right?
So that one was really fun to play. I liked how short it was. I had a lot of fun playing it. Played it a bit with the Light Knight in chat, and that was fun getting to show him around in that game. I played a little bit of Hades, started playing that finally, and have been enjoying that. That's kind of like my travel game because it's easy to pick up pretty quickly, and it doesn't take a whole lot of like thought process, I feel like.
Okay.
For me, at least. I haven't gotten very far though.
Okay.
Like I think I've got to the Meg fight and I haven't beat it.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm like not very far at all.
Okay.
But it's been fun to just like mess around and kind of like understand the mechanics of it. And I think my biggest like win of 2024,
big dub
is turning my partner into a gamer.
Yes,
finally
it happened, folks.
Are you laughing? So really what happened was I told Shai that I wanted them to play Pokemon with me. And I was like, okay, your first Pokemon experience. I somehow convinced them to say yes. We decided to play Let's Go Pikachu on the Switch. And we've been having so much fun with it. We're not done yet. I think we have 5 badges.
Sweet.
We're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
But we'll pick it up every once in a while. We've kind of stopped playing it for a reason that I'll get to in a sec.
Okay.
But Shia loves Slowpoke. Slowpoke is like Shia's favorite Pokemon now.
That's awesome.
We even got Shia a little like Slowpoke stuffy.
Nice.
It's very cute. She calls it Strawberry Milk Cow.
Just accurate.
Yeah,
that's
accurate.
the color. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's what it is. A Strawberry Milk Cow.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's been super fun. And we started playing Baldur's Gate 3. I got Shia that for Christmas. It was fun. We actually got each other video games for Christmas.
Nice.
It was pretty cool. Didn't expect that. Shia got me Star Wars Outlaws, which I haven't started, but I'm excited to play. And I got Shia Baldur's Gate 3.
Nice.
But we get to play it together.
Nice.
So we are, I'd say probably like halfway through Act 2 right now in Baldur's Gate. And we're just having so much fun. We'll play it as much as we can.
Yeah.
And now that we're back to work, it's like less and less time, but during Christmas break, we literally played it for like 10 hours one day.
Yeah.
Which is huge for Shia to play a game for that long.
Yeah.
So that was probably like my biggest thing in 2024 was just like playing games with Shia.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
Yeah. So I haven't been streaming, but I've been playing video games with
a lot.
Shia.
Yeah.
It's been sick. It's super cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What about you? What other games have been like your top of last year?
Helldivers comes to mind, especially earlier in the year. It was just like a really great multiplayer experience. I guess Helldivers 2, I should specify. I think people probably know. And they've still
Helldivers 1.
and they're still supporting that game, and they just came out with like a new enemy type recently. They're coming out with vehicles. And it's still like a lot of fun. It's a great multiplayer game to just like jump into, and I think because it's like AoE and not competitive, games like Overwatch or Valorant or whatever, even Fortnite to a degree, which I did start playing. But it's nice to have everyone that you're playing with be working towards the same goal.
Yeah.
It feels less I don't know. Sometimes I can get a little bit heated when I'm playing competitive games. So it's nice to have a multiplayer game like Helldivers where you're just like shooting a bunch of alien bugs.
Yeah.
And it can get really chaotic and stressful because there's like hordes of guys, but that's what makes it fun.
Right.
And also like you can, your whole team can be down and it can be just you left and you need to run to the ship so you can like exit the planet safely, and you're like running for your life to get away from these aliens before they get you. And it creates these really great tense moments.
The adrenaline rush.
Yes. So I can't recommend Helldivers 2 enough.
Cool.
If you have like a group of friends that you game with and you haven't tried it already with them, I think get on the Helldivers train.
I don't have a group of friends.
What? But you play Fortnite with folks?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like me taking applications for gaming friends now. Like, honestly, a lot of it is just like, not to be weird, but like if people are on, then I'll try and play with them. But a lot of the time I log in and there's like no one on. So then I just like play around by myself and I'm like, okay, this is more fun with friends, and then I'll get off.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, like I said, I'm playing Fortnite now.
Yeah, and I want to play with you. Let's do it.
Yeah. I'm down with that game. I think I had such a block with Fortnite for some reason. I don't know. I think I had like this sort of preconceived notion that it was a bad game.
A lot of people do.
Yeah. Just from, I don't know, online rhetoric about it. And so I just like never gave it an honest shot. And
until Requestathon.
Until Requestathon. When my friend Max requested it and I played it with a group. And fuck, that game's a lot of fun.
It is.
Like they cooked.
Yep.
They cooked when they made that one. But then I've also played a bunch of like rocket racing. That's also really good.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
I've done some of the Fortnite festival.
Yeah.
Because I miss Rock Band, and that's a good time.
Mm-hmm. I didn't realize that the folks who like the harmonics folks like were purchased to work on festival. Yeah. That's cool. I thought like
Epic Games like bought harmonics.
Yeah. So it's all the same people.
It is Rock Band.
Yeah.
Just in Fortnite.
Yeah, under this new.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. Pretty sick. Sweet. So 2024 was a good year for gaming, it seemed, even though maybe there was less new titles, but still some.
Going into 2024, we thought it was going to be a lighter year.
Yeah, we did.
And again, it maybe was on the AAA side of things. Certainly the Nintendo side of things. There were maybe some more spin-offs, but also some big moments. Peach got her first new game in years.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Zelda got her first game.
Yep.
That was huge. And
Real
it's good.
Big year for the feminists.
Yes, absolutely.
We love to see it. We love to see it.
I really hope that they continue with like the Echoes of Wisdom side of Zelda, you know?
Yep.
And I also hope that the Echoes of Wisdom Zelda is in the next Smash Bros.
Yeah.
I think that would be sick.
Yeah.
You know, imagine if that Zelda functioned almost like Steve does, where she can just like summon like whatever she wants. You know what I mean?
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Anyway,
I will say I found my list of 2024 gaming goals.
Oh yeah.
From the beginning of last year.
Okay.
And let's see if I got any of them.
Okay. How'd you do?
No pre-ordering games unless something I'm super hyped for, like the Switch 2, Pokemon, Zelda, Star Wars, Spider-Man, etc. I would say I did a very good job at that. Play through my backlog. I didn't get very far.
Was Stray something that was on your backlog?
Stray was on my backlog.
So that's progress.
So I did make progress in that.
Yeah.
So I have my backlog here. It was Hi-Fi Rush on Xbox, Starfield on Xbox. Didn't play either of those.
The studio that made Hi-Fi Rush got closed.
Oh, yeah.
This year. That's another thing that happened. That was a big bummer.
Yeah, big bummer. PS5 Stray did that. Platinum Spider-Man 2 didn't do that. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart didn't do that. Last of Us Part 1 Remaster didn't finish that. Guardians of the Galaxy didn't finish that. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, I actually did start playing that again at the end of the year in
Mhm.
December. Star Wars Lego Skywalker Saga, didn't finish that. Hogwarts
Mhm.
Legacy, didn't finish that. Switch, Super Mario RPG, didn't finish that.
Mhm.
Mario Wonder, didn't finish that. 3D World and Bowser's Fury, didn't finish that. Mario Odyssey, I did finish that.
Yeah,
I forgot
you
about
forgot about
that.
Odyssey. Okay.
Odyssey was so fun. That was my first time playing Odyssey.
Hell
and
yeah.
It was a very good game. I forgot I did finish Odyssey. Yeah, and then Brilliant Diamond, I finished that too,
Nice.
I believe. Yeah,
Nice.
I'm pretty sure I finished that.
Okay. Beat Cynthia.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
You did
finished
it.
that. Okay, so I completed 3 games on my backlog this year.
Hell yeah.
This is good.
That's huge progress.
It's huge progress. Great. And then I only bought 2 new games.
Nice.
So, you know what? We did okay.
That's a successful year.
It is a successful year. The other things on my list was grow my collection by only like buy, sell, trade. I mean, I did do that.
Mhm.
And not really trading as much, but
Mhm.
I did buy things.
I also did a bunch of mods.
I did a bunch of mods.
Yeah.
Still doing a bunch of mods. And my other thing was to play all the 3D Zelda games, which I'm still on the first one.
You're
so
working on.
working on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of Game Boy mods. I have a new order that I just placed today for someone. So I'm going to do some more mods, getting more into that.
Nice.
If anyone needs a Game Boy modded. I also broke 2 DSs. Oh, God.
Well, there's a
You
learning.
win some, you lose
There's a
some.
learning moment.
Yeah,
right?
the DS Lite was just the top screen.
Mhm.
Must have just fucked up the cable. But 3DS. Oh boy.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to that 3DS.
Yeah.
But you got a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're okay.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
okay now. But yeah. So those were my 2024 gaming goals.
Mhm.
We got some of them done.
Yeah. I remember I had a big list of games.
Mhm.
Remember, like, early in the year, I was really trying to get through it. Don't think I made much progress.
But hey, it's 2025 now.
Yeah,
We can make a list of new gaming goals
totally.
and try and get through those.
Mhm.
One of my goals for 2025 is to get 3DS capture card finally
Mm-hmm.
and start streaming shiny Froakie hunts.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I want that shiny Greninja,
Mm-hmm.
and
It's one of the best.
It is one of the best, and so that's the goal.
Cool.
Pokemon X, because I played Pokemon Y growing up,
Yeah.
and I want to play through X
Mm-hmm.
and get shiny Froakie.
Hell yeah.
So,
I guess that's one thing that I did in 2024.
ooh, yes,
I gotta-
that is a huge thing.
Finally got shiny Charmander.
After how many resets?
9,897, I think, is the number.
Nice.
I should, if I don't have that memorized, I definitely should.
I told you should get a tattoo.
Tattooed,
of
yeah.
that
But yeah, that was a big one to finally get done.
Yeah.
And I was glad to have it out of the way, but I also like
Do you miss it?
there is a little, I think, fucked up part of me that does in fact miss doing
Just resetting
the resets.
fire red or leaf green.
And that little fucked up part of me might have a new shiny hunt planned for 2025.
Do I get to
I'll tell you off camera.
off camera?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I'm not-
Off stream, off the record.
Yeah, I'll tell you off the record.
All right, cool.
But yeah, once we get back into the regular swing of things on the old Twitch channel,
Yep.
We'll see.
Are you gonna be playing through leaf green now, or did you finish it?
So we did most
Most
of
of it.
the shiny Charizard playthrough.
Right.
I think we got the 7th badge.
Okay.
So the next step for shiny Charizard is to go to Pokemon Emerald,
Mhm.
get EV trained. I was like manually keeping track of the EVs that it gained as I played through
Nice.
Leaf Green
Yep.
on like pen and paper. So I want to collect all of the ribbons on that Charizard
Cool.
that it can possibly get,
Nice.
along with I have a Snorlax and a Lapras.
Cool.
That I'd already started getting contest ribbons on. So those 3 as like a team
Mhm.
I'm going to get all of the ribbons on. So that's next up, like starting in February, is doing that in Emerald.
Sweet.
Yeah. So I'm really looking
So it
forward
is
to
a
that.
continuation of the shiny boy.
Yeah, because I think it's one thing to do the shiny hunt, but then it's another to, like, I don't know, use it and actually see it.
100%.
You know, like
Yeah.
I don't want to like discount or like bash on anyone who shiny hunts, but I feel like maybe for some people they get the shiny and then it maybe just like chills in a box. You know,
I want to actually use it.
I wanted to use it and see it, like a bunch,
Nice.
and also like take it through the entire series is the goal.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's very exciting.
Eventually, I'm gonna need to get a capture card, but not for a while still.
Yeah.
Lots to do in Gen 3 still. But we're getting close to being done fully.
Yeah.
With all of Gen 3.
That's wild.
It is wild.
And then you'll be on to Gen 4.
Well, I think I'm actually going to go back and do 1 and 2 first.
Okay, cool.
And then we'll do Gen 4.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know, I was initially thinking of doing like a playthrough from each gen.
Mm-hmm.
But now I've kind of decided that if I'm going to play like Kanto, I kind of want to just do it in Fire Red.
Yeah. Rather than doing red or blue.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotcha.
Although, like, Pokemon Yellow it has a special place in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have that right now.
Do you want to borrow it?
Well, I'll probably just get my own copy at some point.
True.
But maybe I'll go back at some point. But I'm gonna be doing Fire Red playthroughs starting this month too. So
cool.
It's gonna be
nice.
fun. Not shiny hunting though. No.
I remember
saving that for Froakie.
Yeah. That's the one that you like really want.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's the one I'm gonna put my time into is the shiny Froakie.
Nice. Cool.
But lots of Pokemon stuff lately.
Yes. Yes.
So much.
Another
every day I play Pokemon now.
On
my phone.
On your phone. Yep. There was one more release.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Pokemon like the main series games didn't have anything in 2024, which is good because that means that hopefully they're taking their time with Legends EA, which is supposed to come out this year. But
who knows when?
Pokemon as like a company, I would say, had a relatively substantial and lucrative release on mobile.
Knowing how my pockets look from it.
Hey,
So Pokemon TCG Pocket was released October?
I don't remember. Oh, it was like Halloween.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it was like October 30th.
Right. Yeah.
It was released a month earlier in like New Zealand or something.
Right.
But it released end of October in everywhere else. And I am obsessed. Are you obsessed?
I'm playing it pretty well every day. Yeah.
I'm like, I've sunk an embarrassing amount of money. Not like too much, but like some coin into it.
Okay.
We don't need to talk about how much, but that's fine.
But you've got like the premium pass.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah. I did cancel it for a little bit, and then I was like, oh, it's like it's actually like pretty worth it to get an extra pack every day for that amount.
You get some nice promos.
Exactly. So I've been playing that, and I'm trying to not spend any more money on it now. If I'm going to spend money on Pokemon cards, I want to get like real physical ones. I'm like, I shouldn't be spending this much money on a digital Pokemon card.
Fair.
But as of yesterday, I've collected 3,500 cards.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
cool. It's cool to have that stat. Yeah. I've been playing free to play, and I'm at around 1,600, I think.
Okay.
So that's interesting. And I did like the free trial premium pass, and then canceled it.
Right.
But it was nice having those extra packs during that time. But yeah, I guess the amount that I've been playing it lately has died down a little bit. Certainly earlier on, I was trying to get through like as many of like the solo battles as I could,
Which I'm still not through all of them.
No, me neither.
Yeah.
Because there's a bunch of the like whatever the last difficulty is. There's a bunch of ones that they want you to do like repeat wins in order to unlock stuff.
That's where I am with it now, pretty much.
What do you enjoy the most about the app as a whole?
So, I guess the first thing that drew me to it was cool Pokemon card art. You know, I love that. I think the artists are really talented and it just looks really, really cool. And I think initially, like, I thought it was a good way for me to kind of test out TCG because I never really got into it, never totally understood the hype around it right now. And I mean, I definitely get it now. Like, I don't know. I think there's just something cool about like getting a new card and you know, filling out your deck and stuff. And
I think the fact that they do have almost a Pokedex for the sets is very potent as far as like feeding your, because it's one thing like when there was a brand new set, right? Like when in the very beginning when we first started opening the first set,
Genetic Apex.
Genetic Apex, and like every card was new. That was very exciting, but that kind of died down.
It did die down.
But then after a little while, you'd open the odd pack and there would be in like an uncommon, like a 2 diamond, whatever.
Yeah.
But it would still be new and still get added to your decks. And like when I used to collect the physical cards, I wasn't always aware when something was like new for me or if I had it already.
Right.
If it was just a common or an uncommon. I usually, when I was opening packs, I was looking for cards that would like go in a deck that I could play. Right. Which I'm still doing in Pocket, but it is nice, the pomp and circumstance almost of this game of the Pokedex filling, really. Exactly. You know, like I'm very aware that for the second set, Mythical Island, I'm missing 1 card, you know? And that's like become a bit of a like chase for me. You know what I mean?
And is that 1 card like just like out of the normal decks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's like 66 or something cards in that set. I'm at like 65.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so for me at this point, everything that I'm missing is like all like full art. Like
right. So you've
like
completed like the base sets. Cool.
I have.
Nice.
I have. And I'm just looking for like special like illustration rares and like gold cards,
rainbow
full
borders.
Art. I'm missing 1 immersive, which is the Pikachu one.
Oh yeah, me too.
I have 4 of the Charizard ones, like 2 of the Mewtwo ones, and like 3 of the Celebi ones. And I'm missing Pikachu. Yeah. So I'm still missing quite a few from the Mythical Island. Is that what it's Mythical Island?
I think so. Yeah. The newest one.
So I'm like opening those sometimes, but for the most part, I'm just still trying to rip Pikachu packs so that I can get that one. But it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. It's almost like the game knows what you don't have. Yeah, exactly. And it almost purposely, this is my conspiracy theory.
But like I've heard that when the trading comes, you're not going to be able to trade at that, like those cards, which sucks.
I wondered if they would handle it similar to how trading works in Pokemon Go, where you have to pay an amount of currency. Like Pocket has this like shine dust,
or shine dust, or whatever. So I think you're gonna have to use.
You might have to pay an amount of that in order to do a trade, and also you can obtain flair by, I guess, like trading in some amount of cards. Yeah, I imagine you're gonna have to have like a minimum of 2 of something in order to be able to trade it.
Because like when you add flair, like if you have 2 of a card, they won't let you add flair to it until you have 3.
Yeah, you need to have a minimum of 2 before you can do anything. Yeah, I imagine that'll still be the case with trading.
Probably.
It's a bummer, I guess, that the really rare cards, if you're right, won't be able to be traded. Because I mean, those are going to be the ones that people don't have, by and large.
Yep, but who knows? I mean, I've also been enjoying the battling. I've never played TCG before this, and it's really like the app does a really good job at teaching you how to play, and you have a lot of opportunities to play with other people around the world and just like, you know, AI bots, whatever. And it's like, it's really fun. I'm like really getting into TCG now that I like understand how it works.
Nice.
More.
And you want to play like with paper? Yeah.
I do.
That's great.
I haven't done it yet, but I want to.
Yeah. Pocket has done a tremendous job of converting people into being paper fans and getting people to try playing the game for the first time. And I imagine like the game, like Pocket itself made a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I think in the first week it made like over like I think maybe it was the first. I saw a stat somewhere where they like made like $1 million in a very short amount of time.
Yeah, probably within its first week or something. And that has, I assume, only skyrocketed further. And so that's like the like hard stats of like how much this one game has made. But then you think about the conversion to paper cards, and like I would love to see the bump in physical. Like Surging Strikes is the latest set, right?
Surging Sparks, yeah.
Sparks, thank you. Surging Sparks is the latest set, and I would love to see the bump in numbers of sales for that set versus the previous
it's huge.
Scarlet and Violet stuff. And then the next set, Prismatic Evolutions.
Which is all the evolutions.
Yes.
It's going to be crazy.
So that would have already been a ginormous set for the TCG.
Well, Butthole Pikachu is what people are looking for in Surging Sparks.
What? What did you just say? What words just came out of your mouth just now? You say Butthole Pikachu?
Butthole Pikachu.
Which one is that the full art?
That's the full art Pikachu.
Why is it called Butthole Pikachu? Because he's turned around?
Yeah, because his butt's... Okay, I'm not gonna... Okay, wait.
Okay. I was not privy to this term. For this poor Pikachu.
So this Pikachu card is like
he's just looking over his shoulder, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
He's like his butt's facing like.
Could you imagine if they put the little, you know how like they'll for cartoons they'll put like a little like asterisk for like a cat's butt, right? Could you imagine? Oh my God. I'm never going to look at this card the same again.
I'm so sorry.
You ruined it for me.
And this card literally is like $500 raw right now.
Don't say raw. Well.
Ungraded.
Loose.
Yeah. I know someone that pulled that card.
The Latias?
Yeah, the Latias, yeah. Zach pulled that.
Wow.
Actually, Logan pulled this.
Wait, can you show me how much the Ceruledge is worth? Oh, nothing. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought it was worth a bunch because it said number 3 on this list.
You'd think. Well, I don't know how accurate this is because
Okay.
that's more than that. But yeah.
That's
some of these, that's more
the
too.
Milotic, yeah. No, I figured any of the illustration rares would be worth a bunch.
Yeah.
So yeah, Prismatic Evolutions coming out. I think you said this Friday.
The 17th when it comes out.
And you said you're on the fence about getting some?
I want to get some. It just depends on like, can I afford to stand in line without a pre-order? And do I want to be around people that are just going to buy I feel like at GameStop they have pretty good limits.
They do.
So
they're very good about purchasing limits.
Yeah. So I think it should be pretty easy. And like I know a couple people that work there and they told me to just like come get in line. They should have enough stock. So if I'm there early when they open, should be okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Yeah. We'll see.
But it is crazy seeing how it's not that this hasn't gone away, but certainly the return of the reselling.
It's insane right now. Like I think it's like the worst it's ever been right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So I've heard.
It's even worse than when Logan Paul was kind of making Pokemon cards popular again during COVID. Like I think TCG Pocket is yet another bump in this,
It is,
which is a big
TCG
bummer.
Pocket adds to it, and the fact that the evolutions are so sought after.
Mhm.
Apparently, you can get God packs
Mhm.
and stuff like that, so it's gonna be crazy. And also, like, honestly, a lot of it is just resellers because money is tight for everyone right now, and people
Mhm.
are just trying to find any way they can to make a buck.
Yeah.
I hate to say it,
Yeah.
but that is the hard truth
Mhm.
about a lot of this is, like a lot of people might have seen, like, Blooming Waters was released in Canada last week,
Mhm.
and
And that was a 151 reprint.
151 like special box thing,
Right.
had a giant Blastoise card in it and
Cool.
stuff. It looked really cool, and it sold out in 5 minutes.
Mhm.
And people had boxes like that you could buy 10 boxes at once.
Mhm.
Like Costco employees were literally handing you 10 boxes at once.
Yeah.
And people had them up on Marketplace for, like, the boxes themselves were like 67 or something, and you got 12 packs of 151, which apparently is a really good deal.
Mhm.
And people had them up on Marketplace for over $150
Mhm.
the same day.
Yeah.
So it sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. It's a hard thing to get into. I like collecting them because they're cute and have cool art.
Yeah.
But some people like to make money off of them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a big bummer. It's a big problem.
It's gambling.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
That too.
Unfortunately.
Mm.
But what can you do?
Well, TCG Pocket, at least, because I'm not really buying like the physical cards anymore, but TCG Pocket is kind of providing that little hit of dopamine.
Yeah, 100%.
With the digital packs. So that's nice.
It's very fun to just go through and look at all the cards you have, and like,
yeah,
they've got some cool, like,
the 3D effects that they've added to a bunch of their cards are really cool. Like how you can kind of swivel them, and a lot of them pop.
Yeah, I love, like, you open a pack and you like turn it to the side and you can see the border, and then you're like, ooh,
right, I got something in there. Some shinies in there.
Some shining.
Yeah,
it's a good time.
Yeah,
good
no,
time.
it's a cool game.
Yeah,
I don't know. I can feel it kind of fading, you know, like how often I'm checking it, you know, like now, like early I was checking it, and I was often like spending my hourglasses to open packs. Now when I check it, I'm like at max 2 packs.
Yeah.
So I'm not checking it like often enough, I guess. But that's how I can, I guess, tell that personally the interest is kind of waning a little bit.
But there's a new set coming out for it soon.
That'll be another boost.
Yeah, and so if you like have a bunch of extra hourglasses, that's probably good.
It's good to save for the new set.
Good to save for the new set so that you can just use those.
Yep.
Open more packs at once with
sure.
the new set. One thing I will say about it is it has served as like a fidget thing for me.
Okay.
So like usually, like, I have ADHD. Usually when I'm sitting on the couch watching TV or something, my hands have to be doing something. And usually it's scrolling through Instagram or TikTok or something. And this has kind of like taken its place. So I'm spending less time on social media, which is really nice.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, I'll just like go do a couple battles while I'm watching a show.
Nice.
Because it like my hands are doing something and it's interesting to me. Where like social media is just like aimlessly doom scrolling into the abyss, and that sucks.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Yeah, so I've liked that aspect of it.
Yeah, that's a good substitute. Nice.
It's a good time. But yeah, we got some other things in 2024 and 2025 that are very interesting for people who are fans of Nintendo. The Switch 2 has been much anticipated, let's say.
No kidding.
It's
I really thought it was going to come out last year.
Yeah.
You know?
I thought we were going to see it before the end of 2024. Now rumors are that it's going to be announced within before March.
Okay.
Within the next couple of months.
Okay.
And rumors are it's going to be a spring release, like April, May.
Okay.
Kind of thing. This is according to some like accessory making companies like Satisfy, Genki, just to name a few. they've all released, like Satisfy specifically, I think like November, maybe they put up a pre-order for their next Satisfy grip for the next Switch console. There's been mock-ups leaked and shared.
Yeah.
And, the latest was from Genki at CES. They had a mock-up of the Switch 2. It was just like a 3D printed thing. They, but Nintendo got mad at them about that.
Yeah, I bet.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
But I guess they were trying to show off some of their accessories for it. So it seems like it's getting very close. Like, I think we'll see an announcement very soon. I have a feeling that, it, like a lot of the pre-order things for the Satisfy grip and stuff say like May. So I think we will see it come out by then, hopefully, which would be really cool.
Unless Nintendo out of spite goes, nope.
Yeah, unless they do. And I think it would line up really well with like Legends EA.
I think so too.
So I mean, who knows what launch games are going to be
It'd
on
be
the Switch too. But
really interesting if Legends EA was a launch title.
It would be
along Prime 4.
Yeah, fair.
What, like no Mario, no Zelda for launch, but like Pokemon and Metroid?
Well, I feel like we're going to probably get a new Mario Kart.
You think for launch?
Yeah, I think so.
I think a year in.
A year in?
A year in a Switch 2, we get Mario Kart 9.
And I think we're also due for a new 3D Mario, like an Odyssey 2 or something.
Yeah.
But who knows what else will be on launch? I don't think there's going to be Zelda because Tears of the Kingdom is relatively recent.
Well, what if they do like because the PlayStation 5 had upgraded versions of PS4 games?
I could see them doing that.
So they might do like an upgraded Tears of the Kingdom?
Yeah. I also think that they're going to do a similar thing that PlayStation did and have things released on both consoles.
Yep. And they confirmed that the Switch 2 is going to be backwards compatible. So that means it has to have a Switch cartridge slot.
Yes.
Okay. So then maybe the Switch 2 cartridges, if it has cartridges at all, will be the same or similar.
Like it does.
Like the 3DS cartridges were very similar to the DS cartridges. They just had that little nub and
I think it's going to be the exact same thing.
Something similar for sure. Yeah.
I think it's going to be the same thing.
Just to prevent you from putting a Switch 2 cartridge in your Switch.
Exactly. Yeah. And, I think we're going to see that very soon. I think, Legends EA, it's going to be like Twilight Princess was for GameCube Wii, launched on both.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. I'm anxiously waiting for the news.
It does feel genuinely close now, where, I mean,
we've heard more things about. I mean, like there was an official tweet from Nintendo that said that it'll be announced before March.
Right. So we have a window.
Yeah. In the next couple of months.
Yeah.
We're gonna know
what it is, which is and I think the biggest question is like, it's all signs are kind of pointing to it still having the same form factor of the Switch with some like minor adjustments and whatever. But like, what's the cool new Nintendo thing that this is going to do that's going to be weird and people are going to be like, how on earth is this going to matter for games?
Yeah.
And it's probably going to be obsolete after a year. Like, I don't know how many people
I know what it might be.
Really?
Maybe. So one of the things I saw was that the Joy-Cons are going to have like a sensor on like the side.
Okay.
And you're going to be able to like use it like a mouse.
Oh.
Yeah, like a computer mouse.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know
Shit.
how accurate or real that is.
Yeah.
But that was one of the things I saw.
Okay. Very interesting. Yeah.
And there's also a new button apparently.
There's a C button. I did see the thing about the C button on the right.
Who knows what that does?
Yeah. We'll just have to wait and see. Yeah. And then I'm also excited about what they're gonna add to Switch Online for the Switch 2. Maybe we finally get GameCube for the Switch 2. Because I think that would be a great way for anyone who's like, well, I might hold off on the Switch 2 because like I'm still playing my Switch a bunch.
Yeah.
And then they're like, but what if we put GameCube games on the
That
Switch
would
2?
probably convince
And like
people.
exclusively the Switch 2.
Mhm.
I could see them doing that.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how their marketing works to convince people that
This is
it's
something
not
different.
it's not just a Wii U.
Yes.
You know, like it's not just.
They don't
like,
want to have that situation again.
No, they really
Yeah.
don't. Calling it a Switch 2, like if the Wii U was the Wii 2,
Right.
it would be
Well, who knows?
different.
Yeah.
Maybe, who knows?
Yeah.
But I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have
Oh,
to
yeah.
save up my monies so that I can get it on launch.
Uh-huh.
Pre-order it right away.
Uh-huh. And then coming up in February, end of February, is going to be the next Pokemon Presents.
Yes.
February 27th is
Mhm.
Pokemon Day.
Pokemon Day
So the last time that we got a trailer for Legends EA was Pokemon Day 2024.
Yep.
And they've been radio silent.
Mhm.
There's been literally nothing.
Which is probably a good thing.
There were
Maybe.
the Giga Leaks.
Yes.
And so maybe they were planning some sort of other trailer or presentation. And then that happened. And then they were like, well, let's maybe chill.
Yeah.
Because the people might know some things because of this now, unfortunately. But I'm definitely, we're going to see Legends EA,
we have
a new trailer, and hopefully a release date
Mhm.
on the 27th. What the question is, do they also kind of show us Generation 10 on the 27th?
That is the big question.
I'm thinking and hoping no,
I agree.
because I don't want Gen 10 this year.
No.
Next year,
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah.
But I genuinely, the 3-year cycle is not working.
Yeah.
Make it 5
Yeah.
even, right?
Give us another remake.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the other thing is like they did Mystery Dungeon DX
Mhm.
for Red and Blue Rescue Team.
Yep.
It would go absolutely crazy if they did an Explorers of Sky remake.
Yep.
Dude, that's the best one.
Mhm.
So they just need to remake that one.
They remake
They could
that
do
one.
new Pokemon Snap if they wanted to. You know?
Or we could get like a Let's Go Johto situation.
I don't know that we get another Let's Go game.
I don't know if we do either, but like, you know, like we could get
Something similar.
something
Totally.
similar. Or like, you know, what's next in the remake? Black and White
I don't know that we get that until
until Gen 10.
into Gen 10.
Oh, you know what? That
Yeah.
makes sense though, because usually it is like the base game and then, well, although Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl came out before Scarlet Violet, didn't it?
That was during Generation 8.
Yes. Okay. So Gen 9.
Gen
You
9,
haven't
Gen
had
9
a
they took a
remake.
break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which was good.
Yeah.
But yeah, if they do make a Black and White remake, which they probably will because it's going to sell like gangbusters and it's going to be easy to make
It's gonna
because
give them lots
the
and lots
entire
of money.
Universe reason is already there and they just need to remake. Anyway, it is going to give them lots and lots of money. I'm going to say, like, if Gen 10 is next, is 2026,
Mhm.
Black and White remake probably 2027, hopefully 2028. So again, they spend more time
Spend
on
more
it.
time. Yeah.
But they could also outsource that because they outsource BDSP to Ilka.
Don't do that.
So they could unfortunately outsource the Black and White remake. Anyway, we're getting way ahead of ourselves.
We are. We are. Legends EA. We're excited for that.
Yeah.
We want to see that first, and we'll get it. Hope very soon.
Cool. I'm very much looking forward to the Switch 2, just to again see what is different about it and cool about it. And I like the mouse idea, but maybe they have something else.
Yeah.
I'm even excited to see like the UI. What if they bring Street Pass back? You know what I mean?
Oh, that'd be
like,
amazing.
There's so many cool things that could happen with the Switch 2.
Super cool stuff could happen with the Switch 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited to hear about that. I think that's my biggest thing that I'm looking forward to in 2025 for gaming.
It's just the next
The
Nintendo
next
console.
Nintendo console.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I have my Xbox and my PlayStation. I'm also still on the launch PS5. I forgot the PlayStation 5 Slim and Pro came out
Mm,
in 2024.
Right.
Totally forgot about that.
right?
And the PlayStation Portal and all this stuff. They had like a 30th anniversary edition of the PS5,
Mhm.
which actually looks really cool. I
Mhm.
do kind of wish I had that, but I like my Spider-Man one.
Mhm.
But mostly, like, I'm pretty much just stoked for Nintendo stuff. Like,
Mhm.
hope maybe we'll get Fable 4 eventually at some point. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, man.
But that's that's what I'm looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
And to play through more of the games that I want to. Like, I'm excited to play more Zelda and Pokemon stuff again and get through more of my backlog. I think this year my goal is just kind of like, before I was kind of doing more variety stream kind of thing. Now I do really want to focus on Zelda, Pokemon, and then all the other games that I want to play are just in my own time.
Yeah.
Because I deserve to have that.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah. Do you ever
good.
struggle with like, oh, I wish I could play this game right now, but I could be like making content of it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been getting that lately, actually with Balatro.
Oh.
Because I've been making YouTube videos about it.
Making Balatro YouTube videos.
And so now I don't want to play the game just in my own time because I'm like, I could be making a video about this.
Yeah.
And then in fact, I had my best run ever. I hit my highest score.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't recording. I was streaming it for my friend like in Discord.
Right.
So it was fun to have them there.
Yeah.
But there was also a part of me still that was like, this could have been a video. Mm-hmm. But then I also feel like I need to let go of that way of thinking.
Yeah,
and just
I need
like,
to do that too.
Just fucking play the game.
Exactly.
And not think about
trying to make content
out of everything.
Yeah.
But it's also hard to think about like the opportunity cost of it.
I know.
Anyway,
I know it's hard.
You're always back
the
and forth.
The mind of
like,
a content creator is like
There's always something.
Although one thing I do want to do more is spend more time in Discord, just like hanging out, and whether I'm like working on stuff or like playing games or anything. So
right.
If you're in a Discord that I'm in,
yeah,
I'll try and hang out more.
Yeah.
Because I haven't been doing that a whole lot. But.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I think the only release with like a date that I'm excited for at the moment is Monster Hunter Wilds. Comes out February 28th.
Nice.
And Monster Hunter World was crazy, and it brought Monster Hunter to the mainstream. Honestly, for the first time, as much as like the other Monster Hunter games sold well and had their community, World was the first one that really kind of showed people what Monster Hunter is and how good it is. And they did a lot in that game to make kind of the Monster Hunter experience a little bit more accessible and make its systems more easily learned.
Mm-hmm.
So Wilds looks like it's going to be closer to World than the last Monster Hunter game, which was Monster Hunter Rise. Came out on the Switch first. But Wilds looks crazy, and I can't wait.
Sweet.
I am, unless something, takes us by surprise, another Balatro happens, I think Wilds probably going to be my game of 2025.
All right, cool. Nice.
Well, I say that Legends EA is coming out, but I mean, Wilds looks crazy. So who's to say?
I'm not into the Monster Hunter games. I think I tried one. I don't remember which one it was, but never really got into it.
There is still a learning curve, even with how the most recent games have made it the easiest it's ever been. That doesn't mean that there isn't a learning curve. Right. There still is, absolutely. But yeah, I don't know. Even if there's like a demo available for Wilds, give it a shot.
Okay, I'll have to give it a shot. But 2025 is, who knows? I literally have been so out of touch with what's like coming out, and maybe I'll try and do some more research in the next couple of months or so to see like what is planned for this year on all, in just like in the gaming world in general. I know personally for me, I have my own goals: play more Zelda, play more Pokemon, and finish at least the first playthrough of Baldur's Gate with Shia. Yeah. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Totally.
We've been really enjoying that, and I'm excited to play more of that, and hopefully maybe get into like real life D&D at some point too.
Yeah.
Never done that before.
Yeah, so that'd be sick.
Be cool.
D&D's a lot of fun, but the thing that makes it is the group that you play with, I think.
Yeah.
And if everyone's on board with like actually role playing, that's the best.
Yeah. But,
cool. It's cool. Baldur's Gate has like kind of, I don't know, given you that that itch.
Yeah, and I think it has for a lot of people that have played it. You know, like I didn't know anything about Baldur's Gate when it came out. I don't even think I knew anything about it. Like I had a couple friends talking about it for a bit, but like I even saw that it was Game of the Year and then nominated and won Game of the Year in 2023, and I was like, I have no idea anything about this game, and now I'm loving it.
Nice. That's great news.
Very, very good game. Me and Shy are probably gonna play later, right, Shy? Get into it. It's gonna be good.
I think my goal, I think, is to finish Generation 3 and do something else in Pokemon, because I've been working on Gen 3 for a long time.
Yes.
I think I want to finally kind of send it on its way, you know, with a smile and a wave.
Big farewell.
Yeah, big farewell to Gen 3. I love it so much, but I also like there's so much more of the series that I want to like really sink my teeth into. Like I've never played Stadium 1 or 2. So that's kind of why I want to do Gen 1 and Gen 2.
Nice.
I just want to do a playthrough of like Yellow and take that team into Stadium 1, and do a playthrough of Crystal, take that team into Stadium 2.
Nice.
And so that's probably the plan for after Gen 3.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
Very exciting. 2025 is going to be our year.
I think there's a lot of question marks on this year.
Yes.
You know?
A lot of question marks.
Currently.
And that's could be a good or bad thing.
Yeah.
You know, like that means that there's a lot of room for us to pave our gaming experience ourselves.
Yeah.
Which I mean, you can do anyways, but a lot of times what's coming out influences that.
Totally. Yeah. You get a bit more of like a roadmap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where now it's just kind of like,
yeah,
don't know, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah. Feels like there's a lot of possibility.
Yes.
A lot of potential.
A lot of potential for 2025.
In the air. And a lot of potential for season 2 of Frostbytes.
Whoa.
There
sure is.
Did you like that segue?
That was really good. It caught me off guard, and
so
I love it.
Goosebumps.
Yeah. Season 2 of Frostbytes. I think we did it.
I think we did it.
I think we did it.
And I think we're so back.
We are so back. You have no idea. Thank you, everyone, for listening to Season 2, Episode 1. We're going to see you again probably in a month.
Yeah.
Unless we decide we want to do it more.
Who knows?
I don't know. We'll see. You'll find out next time there's an episode.
Yeah. We have an Instagram account.
We do.
You can follow us there if you want.
Is it just at Frostbytes Podcast?
I believe it is.
Nice.
I believe it is at Frostbytes Podcast.
You can also come hang out with us live on Twitch. Whenever we do this podcast, we stream it live on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/just_Kyashi, which is KYASHI. And you can also check out Spencer's stream. He plays mostly Pokemon, but for the next 2 months, well, I guess next month, is Requestathon, playing a bunch of different games. Twitch.tv/Caprio_. Thank you again for hanging out and listening to us yap for probably way too long.
No, I think this was a great episode, actually.
I think so, too.
I think we kept things moving.
Yeah, we did it. We did it. You might be able to hear dogs squeaking in the back.
And then one final thing. I think we mentioned this at the top of the episode, but just in case, we have merch available for sale.
We do. Brand new merch, thanks to Nether Nerd Creations, which is my sister's company. We've got t-shirts in 3 different colors, and we have mugs. And you can drink some coffee or tea or hot chocolate or whatever while you're listening to Frostbytes. You can wear a cool shirt and people will be like, whoa, you watch Frostbytes, a gaming podcast? Cool.
Wow. I had no idea you were so cool. Yeah. Remember we had that sound check for Music Week and we both showed up wearing the same
shirt.
Frostbite shirt.
Oh, good times.
You got to represent. You got to represent your own show, you know? But yeah, if you're watching live, !merch for a link to the merch. And I suppose if you're listening to the podcast, you could find the link on our Instagram. It's going to be in the bio.
Yeah, we'll put it in there. Or you can go to nethernerdcreations.com and there's a page there with Frostbytes merch.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. Cool. I think we did it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm looking forward to season 2.
Me too.
Yeah.
All right, friends. See you next time.
Bye.
Play the intro, outro.